What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today, we're here with the final type challenge team that is able to clear both the NL challenge and the Whitebeard challenge with one team with no changes whatsoever. So I've done all of the types so far, except for one. And that is this one that we're going to be talking about today, which is the DEX typing. Now, the DEX typing has the easiest time doing this, because we have access to someone such as Sugofest exclusive Kaido, right? He's actually pretty good for this event, as you guys are going to see in this video. But as for the other characters on this team, we also have Vivi Rebecca. I mean, they're really good for the strength and the DEX Garp challenges. They're just amazing. We've got Nami and Sanji, who are going to be the key unit against the NL fight to get rid of the stun and to get rid of the special bind, because they have fear resistance with their limit break expansion, so very, very important. We've got Hody for really good utility, and then we've also got the Perona. That special edition Perona is a really, really key unit, because not only do we have her amazing special, which allows us to tank a few turns on the Marco and Vista stage of the Whitebeard challenge, but we have the Kuma support attached, which will enable us to remove despair whenever we're inflicted with it. I can't remember off the top of my head if there is actually any despair within these fights, but this will actually make it even easier to use just this exact team against some of the other challenges that will come back eventually, you know, Dofi and Revolutionary Army, for example. But without further ado, let's just jump into it, man. I mean, there's nothing really too much to say about Kaido. I think this is going to be the fastest of all the typings that you guys are going to see. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So what is there to say about Kaido? Look, like, just any time that there's content without normal attacks only and not too many strength units, Kaido is probably going to be your go-to character. It just kind of works that way, man. Kaido just be like that. Yeah, so I mean, look, pretty straightforward. Kaido's end of turn damage basically deals with like 99% of the stages, which is ridiculous. One thing I do have to mention though is that the Kaido team for, you know, versus NL and versus Whitebeard, this particular team that we're having a look at, specifically for the NL challenge, it is very valuable to save matching slots, because you are going to be relying on the color affinity of Vivi and Rebecca to basically carry your way through the rest of that fight, and making sure that, you know, your characters that are striker or cerebral, or basically the striker units, the characters that are actually boosted by Kaido that are, you know, strikers, you want to make sure that those characters specifically have those matching slots, so that when you apply the color affinity, you're getting the most damage that you possibly can. Stat boosting supports are going to help. The cotton candy is going to help for sure. I'm not really too sure if you can beat it like raw with like no candies, no support. I don't know. It actually would be a little bit iffy, but you know, it does get the job done, which is awesome. And you know, it's not really too difficult, because Kaido is just that guy. And you know, he's that good. We're not even using characters that are boosted on a Kaido team. You know, we're using the Perona character, who's an awesome defensive unit. We're using the Nami and Sanji for their amazing utility, and they're basically built for the NL challenge. I believe I also did use them in my side team. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you go check out the playlist that I have now for all of the colors now completed, because this is the final video for that. And you know, if I ever build another one with different characters in the future, I'll definitely apply to that same playlist as well. But also go check out the other playlists that we have built, where we take on the 3 original 10-star difficulty Garp challenges with like one team. Those are always a bunch of fun. I love doing those videos. They're just a bunch of fun. I really like these 10-star difficulty Garp challenges, because like they're not like completely like dumb in terms of difficulty like the 13-star difficulties. Like you know, the 13 stars I'd say are definitely challenging pieces of content, but you know, they're not as difficult as some other pieces of content that we have. Like I'd say even Training Forest Kid and Training Forest Hawkins are definitely much more difficult than the 13-star difficulty Garp challenges. But even still, right, these 10-star ones, like, they are a little challenging, but they're not like super easy either, which I really like. And it just, you know, it breeds a lot of creativity that, you know, people are just, you know, around the community are building really, really awesome teams to verse NL versus Whitebeard, and it's just a bunch of fun. And there actually is another Garp challenge that will come eventually in the future, which is versus the Navy, and that's a very, very difficult one as well. It's a 10-star difficulty, very similar to NL, so definitely looking forward to whenever we get that. But either way, that's the clip against NL. Very, very fast team, and I'll see you guys when we move over to Whitebeard. So now having a look at the Whitebeard challenge, I already have, I'm pretty sure, do I have a video where I use Kaido versus all of the Garp challenges, the 10-star, I can't even remember if I did or not. But either way, the team that I used to beat, you know, the original Heavenly Demon, the original Revolutionary Army, and also the Whitebeard challenge is this exact team, except I have Nami and Sanji replaced with another health cutter. I think I use Legend V1 Blackbeard. You can definitely use Legend Brook, for example. So it's the exact same team, like unit for unit, except that instead of Nami Sanji, it's just another health cutter. So I don't know if this team specifically would be able to beat the other challenges, you know, versus Revolutionary Army and Heavenly Demon, because having that additional health cutter is really useful, especially against Revolutionary Army, considering the boss on the final stage is a strength character, even though your color affinity is negated, so your Dex character is actually hit for neutral damage, also meaning Kaido's end of turn damage is also hitting neutrally, but I'm not really 100% sure if it can still beat it. I think it probably could, but that's something for future me to figure out, I suppose. But either way, once again, you know, Kaido's end of turn damage just breaks through here, but one thing that you have to take into consideration, and the main reason why Perona is on the team, is because of her amazing defensive style special, which enables you to, I think it heals a large majority of your health. I think it might be 50% of your max health. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do know it gives you 3 turns of 70% damage reduction. And lo and behold, the normal attacks only that gets inflicted to you last for 3 turns. So you can go ahead and, you know, tank, you know, the first couple of hits from Marco and Vista, then use Perona to heal back up, and then just tank the rest of those hits until the normal attacks only is gone. End of turn damage will kill. Unfortunately, the paralysis that you get given, because it does get inflicted again, will actually last into the final room. But even when you have the paralysis in the final room, it doesn't really make a big difference, because the end of turn damage of Kaido is just too significant to really make a big difference there. So it's awesome, man. I love using Kaido whenever I can, because it just makes farming a whole lot easier. So we're going to wrap up this video here. Thank you so much for watching this series, and of course, you know, if you guys want to check out all the videos, go check out the playlist link, which hopefully I've remembered to link down below in the video description. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.